The face of confusion and frustration surfaces on the face of Timmy. Coming out from the healing guild reminded him that there is so much more to be done in this world. The bullying he experienced before was nothing compared to what he experienced in the cave. The weakness he felt as he witnessed someone he cared for being cut and bruised by the people he did not even know. It stayed with him. His head turns to his stump of an arm, now with water materialized around it, forming a makeshift arm. Hey Tim, you got used to that new arm yet? We're nearing the slums. Your dad's taking care of the handling the citizens, and now we also have this random guy with an odd mustache. Hi. Huh? Oh yeah, yeah. I'm starting to, but I might need a bit more practice. Do you think Mr. Morvik would be busy right now? Angela looks back towards the general direction of where they traveled and conversed with the ogre's talking backpack. Maybe, but why would you want to be taught by that guy who hit you once with his blade? I don't know. He seemed nice, and I don't know who else to ask. The witch at Drinkmore feels a bit creepy. Miss Elsa would definitely request for an amount of money that I probably can't pay for. And Miss Look out! Getting pulled by the collar of his shirt, Timmy stumbles back and narrowly avoids a beam as it freezes a nearby wall. Looks like we're nearing the portal you two mentioned. Adolf points his gloved hands at creatures of monstrosities and aberrations that are closing in on them. One's with hyena-like creatures on a humanoid body. Another floats at an eye level is a fleshy and tiny green sphere with a bulbous central eye and 4 eye stalks. And lastly, floating on one of the houses, overseeing them all with their singular white eye, is a creature with pink flesh and tentacles where their mouth should have been. Round like a beholder, 6 eye stalks protrude from the top. Like these are gonna stop us. Angela, filled with confidence however, calls forth her animals. A baboon swings nearby, a giant weasel stands on their hind legs at Angie's side, and a black bear sways from the other. Okay. I can do this. Yeah, I can do this. Yeah, you can. Try to catch up though, will ya? The wind blows after her words as she disappears from their sight. The animals rally and lunge at the monstrosities. The bear slashes its claws into one of the gnolls as they then rip off the gnoll's head with their mighty jaw. A sudden beam of blue light pierces through the leg of the bear, leaving behind crystals of ice on the wound. As the gazer is about to shoot another ray, feces cover its eyes. The baboon jumps and laughs in amusement from the throw it just did. Another sudden ray of frost whizzes by, missing him by a few inches. Realizing it's getting attacked, it continues to showcase its acrobatic skills by performing jumps, backflips, and cartwheels, grabbing onto what it can find to climb and swing. It effortlessly lands on its hind paws as it celebrates with a dramatic bow. Looming behind it, however, is a gnoll that would then pierce through the baboon's head with a spear. The baboon's lifeless body goes limp, the spear tip passing between the eyes with blood trailing down. The fierce fight leaves Timmy in an uncomfortable situation, but he must attend or the fate of his town is left to ruin. Okay. He rushes into battle. Using his newfound abilities, he manipulates his liquid arm and slams the gnoll that killed the baboon onto the ground, leaving a large crater. He dodges an incoming beam and retaliates as he swings his arm. The gazer flies off from the sheer impact and breaks through a nearby inn. Oi, come on! The innkeeper pops her head out with frustration aimed at Timmy. I'm sorry about that. You know how much that cost? Again, I really am sorry. Look out! The innkeeper shouts as the gnoll from before gets up and tries to pierce Timmy's head as well, but was left as a futile effort as Adolf blocks the attack with his shield. Auf keinen Fall! Adolf's blade whistles through the air. The head of the gnoll flies off and bounces on the ground. The blood sprays from its still standing body as it then collapses. Thank you.
Mr. Timmy, I don't know what you are thinking, but please get your head in the fight.
Ah, yes. Timmy sheepishly bows as he's being scolded. Adolf breathes in an exhausted breath.
Come fuck?
What? Excuse me?
Keep your head up. You may not be used to fights, but the only way now is through. And look!
Pointing at the corpse of the knoll, the body turns into a streak of light and swiftly flies towards the direction of the pink creature.
You said we needed to find the portal and kill the creatures near it, right?
Yeah.
Well, I think wherever it is, the light goes back to it.
Yeah. Silence between the two is prevalent as Timmy is still at disarray on what just almost happened.
My good, go!
Oh, yes sir. Timmy rushes towards the building where the pink creature is on. Seeing this, however, the tentacled monster reacts by flinching, and every other creature near its vicinity turns their head toward Timmy. Oh no. Arrows and rays are hurled towards him. He was able to dodge most of them, but not all, with 1 or 2 arrows on him and a few more crystals of ice. Viewing Timmy being rained upon by a variety of attacks, the monster gurgles in amusement. The glee was short-lived, however, as a short sword suddenly cuts through one of its eye stalks, making it down by 1. Hey, you ugly thing.
Huh?
Ugh. Gross. With anger and annoyance in its eyes, it leans in to attack, but an abrupt bite pierces one of its tentacles. The giant weasel grins back as the aberration shifts to see what bit it. Hey, ugly! Back to me! Angela rushes in, but the aberration could not just stay and let it get killed. Beams rain down towards Angela from the eye stalks, looking like a laser light show. The laser misses her as her swift movements make it difficult to land a hit, all while trying to shake off the beast biting on its tentacle. Angela darts to its side, moving along the shadows as her short sword tears through its flesh, writhing in agony. The tentacles move erratically, trying to hit anything it could, slamming the weasel onto the ground. With a crunch, the bones of the giant weasel shatters. Its blood splattered onto the ground. With its dying breath, it weakly opens its eyes as the last thing it saw was another tentacle slamming down onto its skull. Shit! Angela tries to back away, but a tentacle grabs her foot and locks her in. Oh fuck. Infuriated, an eye stalk aims at her, and in an instant, Angela's back arches in an involuntary spasm. Her grip loosens, dropping her weapon and her body along with it.
Huh?
The satisfied monster raises its tentacles, revealing its gaping aperture. About to finish her off as a meal, a geyser of pressurized water blasts through it. Hey, fucker! The monster turns to see an injured but standing human. With his arm made out of liquid, he unleashes another explosive cataract of churning water. The aberration blocks it with its tentacles. It then sidesteps away from the stream and flies swiftly, about to smash through. The impact echoes as Adolf Hitler blocks the attack. He retaliates with a series of swings of his blade, leaving the aberration bloodied and exhausted. Scared, it tries to telepathically call forth its allies, but answered with silence. Confused, it looks back at the warriors standing in front of the unconscious girl and the injured boy.
What? Do you really think I'd let the other creatures live knowing you control them? Verdammter Idiot.
Following his words, the aberration had just noted the bright white lights coming from behind him, streaking along like a meteor shower. This indicated only one thing. Crackling beams shoot out from the aberration. The futile efforts were mostly dodged and blocked by Adolf's shield, but a single ray got through, stunning him. Wanting to take the opportunity, the aberration tries to advance but was pushed back by another pressurized geyser. Hey, just stay back! Mr. Mustache Man, are you alright?
Yeah, thanks for the assist.
Timmy nods as Adolf rushes and moves quickly along the powerful stream.
Let's get rid of these stalks, shall we?
With a swift slash, the aberration screams in pain and fear. It tries to reciprocate with its tentacle, but was blocked and grabbed by Adolf.
Sorry, but I wish to end this quickly.
The aberration, however, now exhausted and heavily injured, throws Adolf back with its remaining strength, grabs the corpse of the giant weasel and tosses it at Timmy, interrupting its geyser. As a last-ditch effort, it screams in pain and is about to release a surge of psychic energy until a blade piercing through from its back to the front of its eye. Its blood and matter trails along the edge. As it retracts, the body of the monster falls onto the ground, revealing the person behind it with golden, dirty hair. And don't forget about me. Timmy and Adolf smiles in cheers and celebration. Angela, finally sensing a feeling of relief, collapses on her knees. Angie! Timmy rushes over as he sees her condition. I'm fine, Tim. I just need a bit of rest. Are you sure? Yeah. If you can go on with an arm like that, I can go on with a few bruises here and there. No, it's just the creature hit you with something else. Timmy, I really am fine. She reassures him by grabbing onto his shoulder, her face reflecting off his blue eyes. The moment between the two are then disrupted when a whirring noise came aloud.
Sorry to disrupt you two lovebirds, but do you two know what to do next?
Huh? Oh, right, the portal, right. Let's go. We gotta go. Angie, can you stand? The trio rush over to the noise. In front of them is what seemed to have been the portal. It pulsates with an erratic energy as its color shifts from piercing blue to sickly green in a heartbeat.
Stay back.
Adolf stands his ground, awaiting for any dangers, but nothing came. The portal suddenly calmed itself with a boring gray hue as its aura, along with a black streak in the middle where the doorway was supposed to be.
Huh. What now?
Hold on, let me check.
Are you sure you know what you're doing?
No, but I bet the thing below the rift does. And you wouldn't want wet hands over here and your stubby fingers to touch it, do you? This job needs a bit more finesse. With all agreeing in unison, Angela approaches the device. The portal starts to whirl once more as an unseen force grabs onto her wrist. What the Angie! The portal whirls, its color shifts into different hues, but the condition more stable. The rift is known for bringing in different monsters of destruction from realms unknown, yes, but it also brings in treasures of unfathomable power. What's to say the entities that comes out of this rift is dangerous and or safe?